I am Jonathan West. You are watching Death Valley Television, and your Death Valley Technical Scavengers are getting set for their final game of the regular season. They'll take on the San Diego State Aztecs in Snapdragon Stadium. They're at one time home away from home, but last year it was not so friendly. Luckily, what is friendly, the college football playoffs right now. The bracket has DVT in the 2 seed right now. So a good look there, as also Earl Shell still in that Heisman candidacy. Right now sitting at the 3 spot from everybody's belief of where he'll end up. One big game, though, against San Diego State might change minds there. We could only hope. As far as the Pac-12 is concerned, well, they are headed to the Pac-12 title game. They locked themselves in last week against Fresno State, and they will play the winner of Samford versus Fresno. Whoever wins that game will see Death Valley in the Pac-12 title game. So we know simply what it will be. We just don't know which one of the two the Scavengers are going to see. Now, as for our game, Fernando Head, the top tight end for the Aztecs, will be out in this one, so a big weapon gone from that Aztecs offense. They will have, though, Delonte Darby, the junior quarterback, who has shown some impressive skills, especially with his arm this season. He's played a lot better than I think a lot of people expected him to play. 22 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. The big issue for them is the completion percentage, only sitting at 53%. He's also been sacked a good chunk of times at 32 this season. His top target is a guy that knows this Scavengers team quite well in Stephen Cager. Now, Cager was part of the team last year that upset the Scavengers and really put an end to their hopes and dreams. And I'm sorry, that was 2 years ago. Cager was part of this team, but not a good time then. Cager's going to try and make it not good now, as he's had a fantastic year. Defensively, Dante Harris is a big bright spot on this defense, the senior defensive end, who has been an absolute menace at times for them. 4 sacks on the season, matches a career high for a season, and he looks to top that this week against DVT. I don't know if he's going to be able to do that exactly. And finally, Tim Yamini, the safety who is catching a lot of eyes just in his sophomore campaign. The former 2-star prospect out of Fort Worth, Texas, has been astounding for them. 39 tackles, 2 interceptions. He has been shocking everyone around him. They did not think he would be as good as he has been this fast. So let's head down to Snapdragon Stadium, as it is about to be the final game of the regular season, as the Aztecs try to do what they did a couple years ago and shock the Death Valley Technical Scavengers, while the Scavengers try and head in to the Pac-12 title game on a high. And we are off in this one, as Don Dotson back to return. Don't know why you would kick off to him, as he's got room, and it's a solid enough return to the 26. So out will come Alex Slade and this offense led by John Bush. 136 yards for Alex Slade, away from 1,000 yards this year. Bush looking to throw over the middle. He starts with Alex Slade, and that's a new set of downs and gets him one step closer to 1,000 yards receiving. Keeper here for Bush now, and he's going to take the hit, picking up 5. 2nd and 5 now. Strong eye set. Handoff goes to B.J. Crow around the outside, and he's going to have the 1st and more, and it was tough to take him down. I think he just lost his balance there. Big gain of 17 off that last run as they go back to the air, and that screen was not ready for Tevin Nicholas. 2nd and 10. Hand off to Nico. He spins by a number of Aztecs and picks up the first down. So the offense continues to move here on 1st and 10. Back to Blanco they go. This time he's held up for only a 2-yard pickup. But this offense is clicking early and exactly what you want to see as they flip this one to Slade, and he can't find room. As soon as I say they were clicking, they have started to dismantle a bit. 3rd and 13, deep shot for Zubnar. He had it but couldn't hang on. So instead it's a Trent Feeney field goal, and the 49-yarder is no good. Wide left for Feeney. And now the Aztecs are going to have an opportunity in front of them after a number of miscues by Death Valley there to end that drive, as now the Aztecs on offense. Darby goes play action to begin, and Earl Shell helps get there. It'll be Ferrier and Shell, I'm sure, combining for that one. Shell had a hold of him initially. He slipped through and finished off by Chenard Ferrier, as that is a great way to start defensively as Shell continues to try to get to those high numbers. Remember, 24 is the record. Came in today at 19.5, and yes, indeed, that would have meant 20 right there if it goes down as half a sack, as that's going to pick them up a chunk for Cager. Third and 13 now. Darby, you saw over 3,000 yards passing this season, as this screen doesn't go far. Well, he broke out of it, never mind me, as he picks up 3 there, but that's still not going to be enough for the first. A new set of downs on a new drive here for DVT, trying to get points this time around as they pick up 5 off the ground with Blanco. 2nd down and 5. Bush under center. He'll drop back. Delayed handoff. And Blanco gets away from 1 and can't find anything. A big loss now leads to a 3rd and long. Bush looking to throw downfield. It's caught. Alex Slade. He'll pick up the first and into Aztec territory. And off to Tony V, the freshman, gets a gain of 7 there as now Blanco checks back in. Hand off to Blanco outside. He's going to have the 1st and more. Tries to make a man miss, able to power through, and it's a nice carry. The best of the day, really, for Blanco. It's a jet sweep here for Zubnar. He's not going to find much. Gain of 3 there. But it centers them up if they need to make a field goal here. As Bush to the air. That one knocked away, intended for Jermaine Strong. So 3rd down and 7. Bush wanted Strong again, but that one was nearly intercepted. They're going to have to settle for the Trent Feeney field goal. This one is right down Main Street. And this time the 36-yarder is good. So the first points on the board thanks to Death Valley. 3-0. Certainly not the game we anticipated at a DVT early here, as Darby had all the time in the world and could not connect. 2nd and 10. Delonte Darby takes the snap again. Shell was there to get pressure, but he finds his man Khan over the middle. That'll take us to the end of the first quarter of action, and it's a low-scoring 3-0 game right now. Not a lot going. We'll see if that changes in the second quarter of action. 3rd and 1 now. Darby hands off, And that's not going to be enough. Shell held him up plenty. And it'll be 1st and 10 for the Scavengers as they take the ball back after the punt. This flip goes to Slade. His 3rd carry already of the day is Nick Bridgens, the transfer left tackle, out here as he got banged up on that one. 2nd and 3. Play action. Bush throws on the run quickly. That's Gio Sun. The converted quarterback to tight end picks up the 1st down, and it is a big play that they desperately needed. Bush hands off to Blanco here, and that's only going to be a pickup of 2. 2nd and 8 now. Still in that pistol set. Bush has time, plenty of it. And that one's intercepted. And that is going to be huge for San Diego State. All the momentum in the world on the way of the Scavengers, and now the Aztecs stop it right in their tracks. What is it with coming to Snapdragon Stadium lately? Early on was their home away from home. 2 years ago, it ended their season essentially, taking them out of competition for the Pac-12 title. And now it's just become a tough place to play for them as the handoff there does not go anywhere. Keelan Holbrook on it. Death Valley taking a timeout there. Not exactly sure why, but a timeout nonetheless as Millhauser with a big hit there. Sets up 3rd and long. The Scavengers showing pressure here. They drop back out of it, and that one's caught right at the sticks. It's a new set of downs for Khan. 1st and 10. Hand off again. This one doesn't go far, only a gain of 2. 2nd and 8 now. Out of the gun. It's caught, and that's going to be another 1st down. The Aztecs with the momentum on their side right now. As over the middle, wide open, and that's going to be a massive 1st down. The first time today the Aztecs are in the red zone. Handoff. And stood up for the most part by Manu Coffey there. He'll bring up 2nd and 8. Darby looking to throw. Pressure coming. He finds his man. That's Stephen Cager in the end zone. And a shock for the Scavengers as the Aztecs take the lead. They thought they had him there, but Stephen Cager gets away. And they take advantage as they kick this one off to Don Dotson. As Dotson has room to the 40, to midfield. Oh, they are trailing him to the 10. 5 touchdown Scavengers. Give him the award now. That right there is the best special teamer in the nation, and you can't tell me otherwise. His 3rd kickoff return of the season. Don Dotson has been a saving grace for this team this year. The freshman, the true freshman, has done wonders. So the defense quickly back out there now after Don Dotson's kickoff return. And they're out for a bit of vengeance. You can see it as Coffey and Kiki combine. 2nd and 10. Darby goes play action here. And that one is short. Going to be a gain of 2. 3rd down and 8. Shell gets there. The ball pops loose. And the Aztecs do get on it. But Shell right then and there will go over the 20-sack margin. Came in today with 19 and a half. That is number 20 on the day. Technically, I believe 21 if they count half a sack for the sack earlier. As this one's caught by Nicholas. That'll be a gain of 10 and a new set of downs as now the Scavengers look to utilize the shell momentum to add some points as Zubnar off the bubble screen. 1st and 10. Bush hands off to Crow, and that's going to be a solid 7-yard pickup. 2nd and 3 now. Shotgun set. Bush hands off to Blanco. Blanco with more than enough room. He'll have the 1st and more down inside the 10. 1st and goal. Bush hands off Blanco again. He fights forward to get to the 5. 2nd and goal. Crow is checked in. This is BJ Crow territory, but they're looking to throw. Bush running, cannot find an open man in time. He goes down. He's just got to throw that one away if no one's open quick enough. Final play possibly. He just throws this one up towards Zubnar. They will settle here with 2 seconds. Trent Feeney's kick is good. And the Scavengers will go up 13-7 as we head to halftime. And welcome everyone to halftime as the Scavengers are on top 13-7. But it has not been the game we thought was going to be. The Scavengers have struggled offensively to move the ball the way they've wanted to. One big play by Don Dotson is the difference maker in this entire ball game. That kickoff return has really proved the difference maker. The big positive, Earl Shell is a man possessed. If we're counting them right, 1.5 sacks today and over that 20 sack number at about 21 now. So the Scavengers are at least finding a way to make things happen. Can they keep it up is the question we're going to have answered in the second half. Second half of action begins here as Delonte Darby and the Aztecs offense begins. Shell bit a bit, and I think that's what made him late to Darby. Either way, it's a 2-yard loss off that pass. 2nd and 12. This one is caught. Khan with the 1st down. 1st and 10. And that one knocked away. Manu Coffee in coverage. 2nd and 10 now. Darby. He makes the throw, and the catch by Cager is good. It's a new set of downs. And in motion as they go with the ground game. I was about to say play action, but a gain of 3 there. Picks up a minute bit, but at least moves them a bit as that one is caught. Another catch by the tight end now. Puts them in a manageable 3rd and 4 as Darby finds his man. It's a new set of downs. The Aztecs just finding a way to move the chains. Darby downfield. No, should have been picked. Manu Coffee had it. But instead it's 2nd and 10. As that's a short carry for a gain of 4. 3rd down and 6 now. Pressure sent, and down goes Darby Chenard Ferrier. They sent all the pressure, and it got home. Shell moved Darby to the left, and Ferrier finishes the job. First and 10 now for the Scavengers as their defense does their job to force a punt. And now the Scavengers offense has to collect off of positive momentum. Second and 7 after the 3-yard pickup. It's a handoff to Blanco, who moves by one man with the spin and picks up a gain of 4. So a manageable 3rd and 3. They hand off to Tony V. He gets caught up on Moses Holiday, and that's going to force a failed first down attempt. And now it's going to be back to the Aztecs after the punt. Cager on the run here. He's got the first. The Aztecs now with a little more life. Their defense came through for them. Play action again off the faked jet. Downfield, and it's over the head of his intended target. Second and 10 now. Darby over the middle. It's caught, but that is going to be well short. 3rd down and 5. Pressure shown. Scavengers bring it. Earl Shell gets there. Call it number 22 if you want. This man is having a day. Earl Shell looking at the record set by Terrell Suggs right in the face right now. 1st and 10 here for the Scavengers offense as the defense forces another Aztecs punt. This time it's a handoff to Blanco after the faked jet. 2nd and 9. Scavengers go to the air. Underneath, it's Roosevelt Lamar, and he's going to have enough for the first. So a new set of downs. Man in motion is Slade. They flip it his way. And there's a flag already on the field, so this one's certainly coming back, as that would have been a big play for Slade, but instead the Moses Holiday hold is bringing it back. 1st and 20 now. Hand off here to Blanco. Blanco finds room. Another flag flies. And this one looks like it's going to be on Choi, the other guard. So the Scavengers now look at 1st and 30 after back-to-back holding calls. Bush lobs this one up. It's caught by Slade, and Alex Slade with a 27-yard pickup to take us to the 4th and final quarter of action. It's 13-7. Scavengers on top. Throw up those 4s, folks, because the Scavengers may be on top, but they're going to need it. 2nd and 3 here as Bush under center in the eye. The big play on the slant worked out, and Blanco has the first. So from 1st and 30 to a new set of downs. 1st and 10. Slade the man in motion. They flip it his way again. He tries to cut in, and he's not going to have really much, but a flag anyways is going to bring him back. This one's on Albert Puzzles. That is your left guard, right guard, and center, folks, that have all been called for a hold on this drive. Hand off to Blanco, and he is corralled quickly. Only picks up 1 as it will bring up 2nd and 19. Screen set up here. Blanco with space. He's going to have 11. So 3rd down and 8. Can the Scavengers offense pick it up? They go to the ground with Blanco. A bit of a surprise there, but that's because they keep the offense out on 4th and 3. Bush looks to throw. Plenty of time. He's got the underneath. That's Alex Slade, and it's a 1st down. So a new set of downs. The holds have been problems, but it hasn't held them back too long, as Blanco up to 80 yards today after that 3-yard run. Bush underneath. That's caught Slade again. 3rd and inches now. BJ Crow checks in. They go Crow right up the middle for the first, And it's a new set of downs right about at the 20. Hand off to Crow again. He's not going to find much this time around, as it'll set up 2nd and 8. Bush, play action on the run. He's going to keep it himself and picks up 7. So a manageable 3rd and 1 as time continues to tick for the San Diego State Aztecs. It's a keeper, and Bush has it. They say he got enough, so they move the chains, keep the clock moving, and the Scavengers are one more step closer to that end zone as down goes Bush. They just went a lot of steps back. 2nd and 20. Quick throw here. That's Slade, and he's going to get them back to about the 10. 3rd and 11. 2 minutes left to go in this one. Bush just gets rid of that one. As now they settle. Feeney's kick is up, and it's no good. It's wide left. It didn't make it over. Trent Feeney has had a rough day when it has come to field goals today. So with 2 minutes left, the Aztecs have a big opportunity in front of them. Pressure sent from Shell. He got there, but not before the ball was released. 2nd and 10. That one goes nowhere as the 2-minute warning hits. 3rd and 8 here. Big 3rd down. And this one is incomplete. That is huge as they keep the offense out on 4th down. This one finds his man over top of Manu Coffey, and it's a new set of downs. As Darby takes the snap here on 1st and 10, this one not caught. John Crane in coverage there. That brings up 2nd and 10. Darby with time. He's going to run with it instead. He's got the 1st and more. Certainly not known for his scrambling skills, but does the job there. Plenty of time knocked away here. Juan Donnerson, the man who knocked that away, and he'll bring up 2nd and 10. And Shell got the pressure in there as that makes it 3rd and 10. Earl Shell, everyone, makes it a 3rd and very long. He does it again. Call it 23 maybe. 4th and 18. Darby connects. You've got to be kidding me. It's a new set of downs for the Aztecs. And it's a keeper for Darby. Delonte Darby finds room, fights. He's in. Just like that, the Scavengers now trail the Aztecs with about a minute left on the clock. This is unbelievable. Delonte Darby, who is not known as a scrambler, takes off, breaks the plane, and gets the lead for his team. As now with a minute to go, the Scavengers need something. This one lobbed up and knocked away. Intended for Zubnar there. 2nd and 10 now. Over the middle, it's Alex Slade. He's going to have enough for the 1st. And that's got him just a little bit of ways from 1,000 yards on the season. 1st and 10. Screen setup. Blanco has a block set there, but that can only pick up 7. 2nd timeout taken by DVT here. 2nd and 3. They bring Slade in motion. Jet pass his way. He's got a blocker in front of him. That's Lamar. No flags to the 20, 10, 5. He's out of bounds at the 3. That'll put him over 1,000 yards on the season. But that has set the Scavengers up to take this lead back. Some would argue not a smart play, but now they can kill more clock and still be in field goal range. However, Trent Feeney has not been great on the field goal unit today, as Crow can't break the plane there. That kills another second or two. Second and goal. Crow gets in, breaks the plane, touchdown Scavengers, and they kill another about 5 to 6 seconds off the clock. It may not seem like much, but that could be the difference between a win or a loss right there, as they go for the 2-point conversion to make it a 7-point ball game. Bush looking to throw. He'll go down. So with 37 seconds, 1 timeout, San Diego State needs 6 points, as that one's knocked away. Good coverage, Jaden Anthony. Second and 10. And that one's knocked away by Anthony again. Darby looking at 3rd and 10 now. He'll take the snap. Shell coming. Pressure was there. Flags fly, as it is going to be a hold on the Aztecs. I think we were all fearing a roughing the passer call there, but instead a hold on the Aztecs. Makes it 3rd and 20. Darby goes down. Guess who? Earl Shell, as the final timeout for the Aztecs is taken. This is the game for the Aztecs right here. Lobbed up, intercepted, Manu Coffee. It is over. The Scavengers, with a scare here in San Diego State, take the win and go undefeated in Pac-12 play. They not only will be in the Pac-12 title game, but they will walk into that game undefeated in conference play. Your Death Valley Technical Scavengers win 19-14. It wasn't what we thought, but they come out on top when it mattered. Earl Shell, another 4-sack performance, tying his own record for sacks in a game. And what's even bigger, if the math checks out, he'll be sitting at 23 and a half sacks. Now, I'm not sure if they're going to count any sacks made in that Pac-12 title game to a possible record-setting season for him. But that puts him half a sack behind Terrell Suggs' record. John Bush with a very good outing today. The interception a bit of a problem, but they came through in the long run, got the W, and the ground game looked very solid behind Nico Blanco. Alex Slade, 10 catches for $154. A lot of that off those jet passes, but that did take him over 1,000 yards on the season this year. Hamilton, the only sack given up on the day by an offensive lineman. From a line that really just suffered from bad penalties at the wrong time. Luckily, the offense came through there. 6 sacks today, 4 from Shell, 2 from Ferrier, and this team, this defense seems ready for a Pac-12 championship meeting. The question is, who will they be meeting in the Pac-12 title game, though? That's what we need to find out. Earl Shell also, remember, forcing a fumble in this game against Darby after that sack. A commitment from Braylon Goldwire, the wide receiver out of Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. So another receiver added to that room. As Earl Shell, though, collects, no shock, the Defensive Player of the Week for the Pac-12 after another 4-sack performance. And I can only assume that will get him also the National Defensive Player of the Week as well. And indeed, it did. I don't even want to hear arguments. This man is well deserving of the Heisman, as Death Valley Technical will meet their rivals, the Sanford College Coyotes, in the Pac-12 Championship. It will be a rematch from last season where Death Valley fell short. They were defeated late in that game by a miracle offensive drive by the Coyotes. Now it's time for vengeance. I can tell you that Coach Booker and a lot of this team did not forget and have their eyes set on getting some payback against the Sanford College Coyotes in the Pac-12 title game.